Hello.
How you doing?
Hold on. Level unlock. There we go. Hi.
There we go. What's cracking, gentlemen?
Oh, you know, pushing buttons, doing things.
Doing all the things.
Yeah,
Trying to
not
make
just
things
some of them.
work.
Yeah.
Half of the things.
All the work, baby. All the work.
Not just some of it, all of it.
All of it. Well, welcome,
90%
ladies
of the
and
work.
gentlemen, to the Level Unlock podcast, the magical and amazing episode 8. Thank you for joining us here once again
Rest in
on
peace, Magic 8 Ball.
exactly. Rest in peace, Magic 8 Ball, for the magical number 8 podcast. First order of business. Thank you for everyone who's been listening and participating. We have 105 downloads over 7 episodes on our podcast. So cheers to everybody.
yeah.
Pour one out for your homies. Thank you very much for being a part of this journey with us. As always, I am back. I am Mr. Jeremy Captain _ Geach 15 Walker on all platforms of social media except for Instagram because Instagram deleted my profile, so I no longer have one.
Hello.
I do, but not
Level unlock. There
a
we go.
gaming one. So there we go.
What's
Mr.
cracking, gentlemen?
James,
Yeah,
where
that's
you
good
at?
stuff.
Hold on.
Up. He's dying.
What? What?
Exactly.
I'm dying?
Next to me,
Better stop
Mr.
dying.
James People I Hate
I'm not
Studios on Twitter is People I Hate 10, and then next to him is Mr. Jeffrey Splash Screen Gaming Schroeder.
What it do, what it is.
So
How you guys
welcome,
doing
welcome,
tonight?
welcome. So Schroeds, tell us about your week. How you been? How you feeling?
Yeah, better. Pretty good. It was kind of a slower week. I took off on Tuesday and
Friday.
Friday. Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
those 2 nights. But I picked it up last night. We played some of the Fallout because they have that new update dropped, which for a limited time there's these masks you can get, which you already know I want to get those for the storytelling stuff. So I jumped on last night and played for a little bit, but there's a handful of them that are damn near impossible to get. So seriously, like 1,000, like what they say? They said that if you had a bot that would literally run that map or that quest 24 hours for the entire 7 days, you still only had a 13% chance of actually getting it.
That sucks.
Yes, that's the technical term.
That's
That
insane.
That
sucks.
sucks butts.
Yeah, and in other news, my emoticon that I submitted was declined, which is dumb.
That is so dumb.
So what did
Yeah,
it look like? Was it a butt?
It was literally a hand-drawn picture of a cartoon butt with the word stuff underneath it.
Yes, that's dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. They said it was nudity and sexual content.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I emailed them and said, what the hell is there sexual about a peach?
Yeah, exactly. What's peach
It's
stuff?
not a butt, it's a peach. What are you doing?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, well, you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That was the Twitch god, so.
Yeah, you'll still get it. Don't worry. We still got the cuck monster down the
Oh yeah.
down the
Yeah, you
line
got the
here.
cuck-
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that one either, because today's
That's true.
today's word of what cuck is different from what I use it as. I use it as poop.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Cuck.
like caca. And and in today's culture, it's referred to as other stuff. So
It is referred to a person who is completely fine with their partner having sexual intercourses with other people
while watching,
while watching.
specifically watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they won't know what it is then. I don't know.
Oh, they know what it is.
They know what it is. They're Twitch. They know.
It's true. It's very true. So
So what are you
going
gonna
on?
do?
Anything special? And how was the all-out battle royal? The Overwatch
Oh, it
battle
was
royal.
fun. It's always such a good time. I wish more of you guys would fucking participate in it because we had like 7 or 8 people last week.
Really?
And it's hilarious, yeah. One of the last rounds we did, which I think we're gonna do a little more often, is everybody picked the same character.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we all played as Ash, and it was actually freaking pretty damn fun.
Like
That's awesome.
Ash Ketchum?
No, the Ash, the character Ash. She's a chick that has a shotgun and knockback attack, and a big robot that named Bob that comes out and he has a big machine gun. And he just shoots.
Bob the robot.
Yeah, go get him, Bob, or whatever the hell she says.
I am Bob the robot.
Bob, go get him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What about
Yep.
Interesting.
So what about you, James? How you been? How's the past week been? I know you kind of halted on streaming a little bit.
Yeah, I was too busy thinking about what to do with Let's Plays.
Very true.
So, for those who don't know, who don't follow me on YouTube, smart move. But right now, me and my buddy Mitchell, we're doing Let's Plays of Yakuza 0, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Resident Evil 4. We decided to say fuck Kingdom Hearts 3. We're done with it. 3.5 hours in, we're both just like, this isn't good. This isn't fun. Which is I'd rather do something like that, just end it prematurely and have no one enter, and like just end it prematurely early, so we're not just slugging along like 70 episodes in and everyone's just bored, no one's watching, the viewers aren't entertained, we're not entertaining because we're not having fun. So
Okay.
we decided on what we're gonna play next. So that's really been my week. It's nothing interesting. I tried to watch some anime. Nothing really looked appealing.
So it's just a Sunday week.
Okay, there's one that I watched that fucking creeped me out.
What?
I got some stuff. Dude, I've been watching so much damn Netflix lately.
Good.
Yeah, I finished The Umbrella Academy. That was actually okay.
What is that?
It's kind of like, how on how the idea that child celebrities turn up all kind of broken and weird.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if Teen Titan had grown up and been traumatized and weird.
That's interesting.
They're like,
Yeah.
like superheroes.
Yeah, pretty much. And they all something happens that brings them all together, and they have to learn to get along while at the same time saving the world. It's
Very
decent. It was
cliched.
okay. Yes, but on the highlight of that end though, freaking Kung Fu Hustle is on.
Oh, that is a good
Netflix.
movie.
That's an
And that is
amazing
an
movie.
amazing
Fantastic
movie. That's
One of my favorite mockumentaries.
yes, mockumentaries, yes, because all of that really happened at one point.
Oh yeah.
What else is there? Into the Badlands, season 3's on, which that's one of my favorites. What else did I catch? I don't know. Oh, Love, Death, and Robots. That one was pretty cool. So, handful of things there. But that's all I got. I'm sorry.
March Madness is going on.
It is. It's very
That's
much
pretty
going
cool.
on.
Uh-oh. Walker disappeared.
I'm still here.
I know, but he disappeared off frame.
Yep. I'm fixing.
The anime that I watched was Nissan Monogatari.
Ugh.
It's really weird. It's really weird. It makes me uncomfortable.
I've
It
been
makes me super uncomfortable.
I've been watching obviously still Dragon Ball Super, and dude, this last episode's fucking hilarious. I was dying. It was
Well, I'm
It
glad
was-
someone's getting enjoyment from that.
I
show.
was. Essentially, there's this Android 17, which in Dragon Ball Z, he was a bad guy, and he ended up turning good, blah, blah, blah. So there's a segment, the episode that I watched,
What the fuck that?
the episode that I watched, there's these 3 girls, these really pretty,
yeah.
attractive
Yep.
twins, and they go to transform. And so they do this dance, they do the song and everything. In the middle of the transformation, a giant blast comes in and blows them up. And they're like super pissed. And everyone's looking around like, what the hell was that? And Android 17 was, this is a battle royal, guys. Like, why is everyone standing around letting people transform? And so then the 3 girls come up and like start yelling at him. Like, how dare you, blah, 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 blah. And so they finally let them transform, and these three attractive girls transform into super fat blobs.
Yep.
It's so interesting. Um,
What's the name of it?
it's Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball S,
Oh,
DBS. It's the next generation of Dragon Ball.
No, it's not.
It's going on now.
No, it's not.
It's freaking
Mhm.
fantastic.
I feel the exact same hatred I have for that show as I did with GT.
So, anyways, for myself, for those who don't know, I am now moved to Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, to be exact. That's why I've been off the streaming for a fat minute, just because I haven't had internet. So, but I
You
am
moved.
back. I'm good to go. Traveling was nice. It was some beautiful sights, mountains galore. My backyard is essentially a mountain range.
You almost
Okay.
got picked up by the Border Patrol.
I did. On the way down, so we passed through El Paso on the way down, and El Paso actually goes directly along the border. From the highway, you're actually driving along the border, and you can see into Mexico. So it's pretty cool. So we stopped because I wanted to take pictures at the border wall. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm up there. I'm holding on to the fence, and a border patrol car just comes up and just sits there, probably 10 feet away from me. Doesn't get out, doesn't move, doesn't do anything. He just kind of chills there. But I can see him out of my peripherals, literally staring daggers through me. Like, you fucking tourist, would you go away? So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna like do anything. Obviously, I told Nicole I should have pretended to start climbing the fence, see what you do.
Yes, you get tased.
yeah.
Spend the night in the fucking prison.
So that was interesting. But then leaving El Paso, because through El Paso there's mountain ranges, and that kind of separates America from Mexico. And if you look up on the mountain ranges, you actually seen like a ton of Border Patrol cars just sitting on the mountain range. And then there was helicopters flying around the mountain's edge. Yeah, it was pretty intense. It was pretty cool to see. Get here. It was beautiful. It's unreal. So it's funny. It's a funny story. So when we're driving here, the whole time we keep seeing that we have 2 hours to go from where we're at in New Mexico. So we have essentially 2 hours to drive, 2.5 hours to drive. But our GPSs keep telling us that we're gonna be there in an hour and a half.
Okay.
And we're not understanding this. We're like it says overall time 2.5 hours, but we're gonna get there in an hour and a half. So it was noon, and it said we were gonna get there at 1:30, but overall time was 2:30, and we're like, okay, so I know I'm going from Central Time, which is an hour behind you guys, to Mountain Time, which is 2 hours behind you guys. I'm like, this is fucking weird. So I downloaded Google Maps, I downloaded MapQuest, and they all say the same thing. And me and Nicole were like, can we not fucking do math? Like what is like can we not do fucking math right now? Like what are we missing here? That the overall time is 2.5 hours, but we're gonna get there in an hour and a half. I don't understand. So I look it up. Arizona doesn't participate in daylight savings time.
Yep.
So
Arizona's fucking weird.
yeah.
So how do they?
So it's weird. So the governor at the time when daylight savings time was established during World War I, they did it for the first summer. The governor thought it was the stupidest thing and told
Like this shit's dumb.
yeah, and told the president and whoever was making it, no, we're not part of this.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Which is, I don't understand how they can do that, but they did. So during the months of February to October, Arizona is considered Pacific Standard Time. So I'm 3 hours behind you guys. From October to February, I'm 2 hours behind you guys.
Yep.
To kind of compensate for them not utilizing daylight savings time. So there's two different mountain times. So there's Mountain Daylight Time, which is New Mexico, and every other state in Mountain Time.
Literally every other place, every other state.
So, and Mountain Daylight Time was established for daylight savings. Arizona is a part of Mountain Standard Time because they don't participate in daylight savings.
Yep. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I was like, that was fucking confusing as shit.
I bet it was, man.
Well, I mean, when you really think about it, all like the United States is just 50 countries that are just kind of hanging out together.
Pretty much.
We're like the European Union, but
well, there was a
all
lot of
rolled under
people.
one fist.
There was a lot of people when there was the 13 colonies. They wanted to remain 13 individual countries, and there's a lot of people that didn't want us to become one nation.
Yep.
They had a fight for it.
Well, that didn't work out for them, did it?
Alexander Hamilton and all them guys had a fight for us to become one nation. Another funny story. So we get here. I sent you guys the pictures of it. So there is kids outside of their apartment, chilling, playing video games. They're looking inside a window, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. They got some gaming headsets on. They got a gaming controller, but they're outside. So I kind of slowly walk by their thing, and they're playing Fortnite. And I was like, what's up, guys?
Oh.
What are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, my mom told us to go play outside, so we brought our controller and chairs, and we're playing outside. The game system just happens to be inside, but she can't yell at us because we're outside playing video games.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You're not going to be able to stop your mom from just walking in and just shutting off the system.
Unplugging the system.
Right.
Yeah.
I said play outside.
Play outside.
And they were like, yeah, we're literally playing games outside. We're playing a video game. It just happens. The TV happens to be inside. And they were doing it today. All day, that's all I heard. There was like 7 of them chilling downstairs, literally looking into their window, playing video games. They were playing Call of Duty today. And all you could hear him was screaming and yelling, he's right there, turn, shoot. I was like, no wonder why your mom wants you outside.
She's like, I don't care where you go, just get the hell out of my face, out of my ears.
So that was absolutely hilarious.
So real quick, Ollie Debug says, I'll be dead and buried in the ground before I recognize Missouri. Missouri.
That's hilarious. But yeah, that's essentially been my week. Nothing too extravagant. Well, kind of, obviously moving. So.
Well, yeah, something pretty big.
Oh,
big
baby.
thing.
Dude, it's fucking weird. What's up, Schroeder?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for it to show up. I don't know what just happened.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Let's see. Oh, Mark subscribed.
Nice.
2 months.
Nice.
2 months. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
2 months of doing this thing, man. That's what's
2
up.
months.
What was it? Oh yeah, it was weird. So today, because obviously the time changes, my schedule doesn't change according to Central Time. So my schedule just moves up 2 hours. So I now work 9:30 to 6, Sunday through Thursday.
So weird.
And I clocked off. I had to keep looking. And I'm like, I feel like I'm even leaving like 2 hours early. Like this doesn't feel right. And then I go to clock off, and it's 7:55. The actual time, I'm like, jeez, this is so weird. Like the 3 hours behind. Well, yesterday we got off streaming at, it was 2 o'clock their time. It was 10:30 mine.
Such a fucking weird thing, man.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Like right now, it's 7 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock your guys' time.
Yeah.
Goddamn weird. I don't like it.
So it's strange. Like the other day, Miller messaged me, "Hey, you want a game?" It was 4:30 where I'm at, and it throws me off because usually we're up till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, ish. Like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock yours,
Yeah,
and I'm an hour behind. But
Yeah.
now
Right.
it's 1, 2 o'clock your time, and it's fucking 10 o'clock my time, and it's like, okay.
So what do I do now?
Yeah, do I sit and game by myself, or do I get off and go to bed and just sit? Now I have nothing to do for that time
I know,
frame.
man. I was wondering about that.
Yeah,
That seems like it'd be a little rough.
it does throw a wrench in a lot of things because it was funny because Miller messaged me and I was like, oh, wow, that's early 4 o'clock, but not thinking it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock where you guys are at.
Yeah.
So it's not that
Yeah.
late there.
No.
Yeah, it's interesting kind of piecing all this together because technically, say we get off this podcast, say it lasts another hour and a half, it's only gonna be 8:30.
That's so dumb.
It's only gonna be 8:30, so it's like I feel like okay, now do I stream? Do I like what do I do? Because I have this time now where usually I'd go to bed, but now
Yeah.
it's like I have this huge gap that it's interesting for sure. I'm not used to it.
That's
To say
funny.
the least.
Yeah. So what do we got, James?
What?
You said you were looking at some releases.
Oh, we could say that till after the
Okay.
after the news, like
Gotcha.
we usually do.
Gotcha.
Before we do, hey, where can we find everyone? Walker, where can we find you?
So, those who don't know, you can find me at Captain_Geech on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, which I do want to start getting into the YouTube game a little bit more. I've been reading some stuff on it. Obviously, becoming a Twitch affiliate is my prime goal. So that kind of YouTube kind of throws a wrench into the YouTube world. But and currently, I do not have an Instagram because Instagram deleted my account. They said I posted too many of the same things. So you can find
wonder-
my. What's up?
I'm sorry, keep going. We'll have to talk about that. That's crazy. That's hogwash.
So
Yeah.
you can find me on Instagram at jwalkerfit15. Currently, that is my fitness profile that I've used when I was working out and stuff.
When you're wrestling?
when I
You're
was
picking big, heavy things up and putting them down.
exactly, and then so I'm using that currently as my main one because I can't change my name to Captain Geech 15 because that username has been deleted. So it's basically been blocked. So I do not have an Instagram now. But like I said, you can find me at, like I said, jwalkerfit15 is my current Instagram tag. What about you, James? Where can they find you?
Well, on Twitch and YouTube, you can find me at PeopleA8 Studios. And then on Twitter, you can find me at PeopleA810.
Woo!
There we go.
What about you, Schroeds?
Schroeder?
I'd rather not say. No. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know. I'm terrible at using any of them. I think Discord is like the main place that I am at.
Discord
you know
is
what?
my main social media account.
Yeah, that's where I hang out.
Discord's
Facebook,
growing.
all those-
You can buy
all those
games off
things.
Discord now.
Yeah, you
I
can.
know you can. I'm telling you guys.
Fuck
We're-
Steam.
yeah.
Hashtag fuck Steam.
Yeah,
right?
dudes. But yeah, I'm the main places everybody else is at. But I don't know, like reading and listening to podcasts on how to use those different platforms more effectively to grow your brand. And right now, I feel like I'm in this weird phase where it's like trying to keep up with the show and wanting to get more of the back end of things done and research the new stuff and how to do a lot of these other things. And there's not enough damn time in the
God, there
day.
isn't.
No.
It's a
There
bunch of
really isn't.
cuckery.
No, it's rough.
Well, hey, man. It's a bunch of cuckery. Get out of here.
Cockery and butt stuff, man. Which, yeah, for those who were hanging out with us last week, we did upload the butt stuff emoticon, and they said no to that. So
Nah, fam.
yeah. So we got to come up with another emoticon. The gutter oil one worked, but
Gutter oil is pretty good. Gutter oil is top tier.
yeah, but it doesn't look that great as an emoticon. It's too small, so I got to figure out a different solution for that. But we'll get there.
We'll make it
Make
happen.
a barrel
Yeah.
and put gutter oil on it.
Well, it's like an 8-bit, the barrel from Donkey
yeah.
Kong where he's like running up the. Well, it's that, and it just says the word oil on it, and above it it says gutter.
I like
So,
that.
but that's too small.
Bless you.
I just bit my tongue
Stop
off.
Ow, you okay?
Yeah, I'm done. You can go ahead.
Ow.
it.
Ouch. And as always, you
Jeez.
can find us at levelunlockedpodcast.podbean.com, anywhere podcasts are available, as well as levelunlockedpodcast@gmail.com. Throw your questions, concerns, topics you want us to discuss, whatever it may be, utilize that. Let's get that going, ladies and gentlemen. As well as we will be making a Twitter account
A Twitter.
specifically for the Level Unlocked
I'll probably make it.
podcast groupies. Much
Anywhere
appreciated.
podcaster-
Groupies isn't a good word for that.
No, not at all.
Family, bro.
Level
Level
unlocked.
unlocked. Dude, we could do a bunch of cool things. We could do like the point system during the streams.
There you go.
We could do keys and
I
the
have
key
57
holders.
keys.
Haha! I can enter into the drawing.
The
for
level
thing.
unlocked podcasters.
Yeah. Fuck. I had something in my head that would have been pretty cool. But yeah.
Not that fake cool. That real cool.
that the little thing. Anyways.
Our fans are locksmiths.
Anyways.
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 Anywho.
Anyways.
Any
When.
Any always.
So we got news.
We do got some news.
I didn't make it this week.
I did.
I have like 4 news things that I want to talk about. That's really only pertaining to me.
That's the way to do it.
Can I talk about mine?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Let's get it done and over with. All right, so number 1,
Podcasters.
Jeff. You may remember last week we talked about a video game called Judgment, and a guy got in trouble for doing a little bit of the nose candy
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And
I
we were
remember that.
all, and everyone was a little worried, especially me, that the game would get delayed here in
That
the
fake
U.S.
cool, that real
because
cool.
of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
that little,
They're just gonna put in a lot of
little
extra
thing.
hours. It's still coming out June 25th. So
I gotta work
yay.
hard.
Boom.
Okay. Well.
Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal Edition. I think it's called. What the fuck is it called? P5R. I think it's Royal. P5 Royal. Yeah, Persona 5 Royal's coming out.
Nice.
That's a thing. I love Persona 5. Persona 5 is fantastic. This time, adding a new character. So,
I like it.
last time in Persona 4 Golden, it was kind of shit, but okay, that's cool. More Persona. I'll support them. What else? I wanted to talk about 2 other things. Shit. I should have wrote this down, but it was kind of like last second. I was like, I'm going to talk about these.
Hey man, that's how we do it here. Winging it.
One dude. Did you guys see on Twitch? This one guy did a complete Soulsborne run. He ran all the Demon Souls, all the Dark Souls, and Bloodborne without taking any damage.
How?
It's fucking incredibly. That's how.
That's wild.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's so crazy. I can barely get through those games.
That's impressive to say the least.
Yeah. It was a big thing. Like even Twitch did like a huge celebration thing on their Twitter, like congratulating him.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn this microphone.
There you go. I was like,
Damn this
Schroeder's
microphone.
talking, but nothing's coming through.
Do you see this thing on? If this is red, my mic is off.
Okay, I got you.
So if it's red, we just wave our arms wildly.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, he has AirPods in. He can't hear us.
I know, right?
That's funny.
Alright.
That's it for me right now. I'll come back when I think about whatever. Oh! Devil May Cry 5 sold 2 million copies already. Hell yeah! Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5.
The
Well,
12
you
nut
were
salute.
saying. You were saying it was a good game. You did say it. I was there when you said it.
Would you look at it? Would you look at it?
That's what they said when they was looking at it.
Yeah. Oh, I love Game of the Year. Game of the Year, unless something else comes out that Judgment comes out. Oh,
I guess
Catherine
this game.
Full Body Edition comes out. The Last of Us 2 might come out. Oh.
Very true. There's a lot of games. A lot of games. So, going on to myself, I got some news, some newsworthy things. I think. We'll see if it actually is or not. You guys can be the judge. So, facing depression or anxiety, these games actually might help, according to a study.
Hold on, I'm gonna guess one of them right now.
What's up?
Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Minecraft.
I love Animal Crossing so much.
Minecraft. Let's real quick. Let's have a guessing game. What are the top? All right. What What are some games you guys believe? I've got 5 people hanging out in the chat. I don't know what you guys got going on, but what games out there help with depression? I'm gonna go with, let's see, Minecraft, or you can only pick one. Minecraft or Maple Story. Pikmin's good too.
Oh, Pikmin is great.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Notice they're all Nintendo.
A lot of them too. I feel are gonna be personal preference. Surprisingly though, none of those games are on this list.
What?
Yes.
Well, the credibility
Yeah,
of this
what
individual
is
making
on
this
the
list.
Yeah. Who made this?
Tetris 99.
Tetris
Exactly.
fucking 99. Yeah.
Mark says Tetris. Minesweeper or Minecraft?
They're basically the same game, right?
Right.
Minecraft is just a sequel to Minesweeper, right?
Exactly.
I know, right?
So, the game, it's not yet out, but it's a game that is actually dedicated to tackling mental health issues. It's called Sea of Solitude.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
It's by EA.
I've heard of it.
And
so it's gonna be shit.
we'll see. But
It's gonna be
essentially,
What they say.
it will be tackling some mental health issues when it comes to depression. What is that? Celeste explores
Celeste is great.
explores depression and anxiety through let me see over here. Maybe that's my train of thought. Through physical, basically it helps manipulate your brain through physical and emotional obstacles. And as well as the action adventure Hellblade.
Setsuna's Sacrifice is great.
Yep. That also helps trigger different aspects in your brain through physical and emotional obstacles. Other games, Night in the Woods and Pry, have devolved into self-identity. They've dug into that, anger issues, post-traumatic stress disorder, and there is a fiction game actually called Depression Quest from 2013, which asks players to step into the shoes of a character living with depression, and so it kind of helps them see depression from another light.
I've heard that, yeah. So, let me just say, as a person who battles depression, one thing I absolutely despise is when people say on like things like social media or something, it's like, oh, just be happy, or oh, it's just go take a walk, go get exercise, you'll be fine.
Yep.
It's like, no, that's not how it works.
It says 1 out of 5 American adults live with some kind of mental illness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that's a lot.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a mental illness every day. It's called adulting.
Yeah,
that's my mental illness.
But yeah, so those are key games that trigger different aspects of your brain to kind of help basically zen you, compared to like the Zombie, the Battlefield, things along those type of games. That these are different games that trigger different parts of your brain, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty rad.
So next slate, I know James, you're excited to talk about some battle royale stuff. You missed it last week.
God fucking damn it!
For those who didn't know, Apex finally released their battle pass. It's called Wild Frontier. It is available for $10, and the new character called Octane. Octane is a character with super speed. You inject yourself with adrenaline, and it helps you escape places super quick, as well as he places a jump pad. So if you need to get out of someplace really quick and your teammates can't run away, you throw down the jump pad and you jump away. The Battle Pass offers a variety of awards, skins, trackers, voices, coins, things along those lines. There is no challenges to basically go further like Fortnite. Like in Fortnite, you can complete challenges, kill this many people, things like that. Essentially, you just got to play the game and kill people and level up, and that's how you unlock the next level of the Battle Pass. tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Why?
It's going to be a very big day. Reasoning being, three
Oh,
things are happening.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's right.
1, there is an Apple announcement. 2, there is a Sony announcement. And 3, I gotta find. Battlefield. Battlefield's update releases that unlocks their battle royal mode.
So we got 2 big announcements tomorrow.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
So Sony
I
is
ca-
calling
can't-
theirs.
I call the PlayStation event for next week.
Okay, that's fine.
I call it
So
tips.
Sony is calling theirs the State of Play, which is essentially a rub from Nintendo Direct. They're essentially doing the same thing Nintendo did, where they are doing a live broadcast announcing everything they're going to be releasing, including a new PS4, a new VR system, and a bunch of games.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Speculation.
That's the theory, huh?
Speculation: the games will
A
be
game theory.
Days Gone, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Toshima, Toshima,
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
because they will be skipping E3 this year. So
And
essentially,
they won't be having their first game week either.
exactly. So essentially, this is
Or
going to be
PlayStation
their
experience.
E3.
See, I would like to see, them, and like I know Microsoft does it on occasion too, where I would like to see more like a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Every like 3 months or so, here's some shit. Oh, Cuphead's coming to the Switch.
Nice.
That is all.
So tomorrow it'll be 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. I don't know what GMTA is. I'm guessing that's European.
Yeah.
So basically 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, Sony will be releasing their exactly what they're going to be doing, and it's called the State of Play.
I'm gonna be working.
Also tomorrow, I'll talk about it a little bit, but Apple is doing an announcement as well, which also will go into something I want to talk about when we talk about Google's Google Stadia. So tomorrow also another announcement, well not announcement, but a downloadable via the update if you have Battlefield 5. Battlefield Firestorm relaunches, which is their battle royal mode, which they have guaranteed will be the biggest battle royal to date. The map
How are they gonna do that?
is 10 times bigger than any other battle royal map so far. The map's 10 times bigger.
Okay, but are they gonna have more players on it though?
Nope, just 100.
So it's gonna be bigger, but it's gonna be like Fortnite where there's nothing to do for 90% of the fucking match.
There's going to be significantly more vehicles, from tanks to helicopters to boats, that I think will make it more reasonable to go around, as well as the buildings are destructible. So you shoot
That is cool.
You shoot a rocket at a building and the building explodes. You can drive a tank through a building, the building collapses like in real life.
That is really cool. That's the one thing I was hoping for with this. That would be the one thing that would make this stand out.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest things, and it emphasizes everything that the vehicles, like I think I saw 15 different types of vehicles you can
Wow.
drive or fly, as well as you have special perks, just like how in multiplayer you can drop a supply drop on your own.
Yeah.
You can do that in this mode as well. You get a certain amount of kills, you can actually call in a supply drop, and you can call in a specific vehicle.
That's
So
pretty
it's
damn
almost,
cool.
So it's almost like Apex Legends with their like ult system.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So that'll be big. And the 26th is also going to be an interesting day because Microsoft, once again, they are doing their version of Sony's and Nintendo Directs. They are having their own announcement. They are announcing all their indie games. It is called
All 3 of them.
Yeah, it is called the ID Pass. That essentially, it's a quote unquote like Nintendo Direct, that they're going to be doing a stream announcing some indie games.
the latest Nintendo Direct feature
Interesting.
was all on is called Nindies.
Yeah.
So all their indie games, and it's everyone should just stop trying to get the indie games because fucking Nintendo has it down pat.
Oh yeah, there's
They got that shit on lock.
So kind of going into the last topic here that I have is the Google Stadia. Actually no, there is one more. Sea of Thieves is getting a major update at the end of this month. They are adding fishing into Sea of Thieves, along with other core features. So essentially, this is going to be
hold up, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
What are they adding?
Fishing. You can go fishing.
You would think so. I mean, it is an ocean game after all.
It's a fucking ocean game.
But you got to
They
think
didn't
though.
have fishing?
No, they didn't have fishing, but it's all four of you can go be fishing at the same time now.
Wow,
So literally, you can
that's-
just basically chill on your boat and go fishing.
Yo, I don't know if my system would be able to handle all that though.
So that's pretty interesting, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could do that Animal Crossing.
You can. There's a lot that goes into it too. This is the biggest. This is called
I
the
could do that in
anniversary
Monster
update.
Hunter.
This is the largest update that Sea of Thieves is having. They are adding new story modes as well as other features, gold, things along those lines. But fishing is a very large part of it. That you literally can just basically hang out and go fishing.
Which you could do in like every other fucking game.
Very much.
Jesus Christ. Rare, what happened to you? I love you guys, but god damn it, what happened to you?
They are changing how damage happens with the boats, everything along those lines, as well as they're fixing some patches and pieces of the game that were missing previously, as well as you can go hunting too outside of it. You can cook the fish as well. That gives you energy, so that's kind of cool. So you can go fishing and then basically cook up your fish afterwards.
Cool.
So my whole question is, what the fuck was this game before this?
You basically went around and you found treasure. You did quests to get treasure, and you avoided being killed by other pirates or other people in pirate ships. So it's kind of
Sounds
cool.
about right.
I feel it's kind of, it reminds me of almost like the Fallout update where you can now craft beer and things along those lines. Except for beer, you can go fishing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but here's the thing: it's not like Fallout is filled with a world of like. It's not like you're on a malt plantation or malt farm. You know,
Yeah.
you're in the fucking ocean, man.
Yeah, and you can fry them up and eat them afterwards
Just
too.
take me by the hand already.
So
Right.
now getting into the main event for me at least, the Google Stadia on Monday they had their announcement that Google is launching their gaming platform called the Google Stadia, which is their cloud-based gaming